Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, folks. Today we have some intriguing and potentially game-changing news that could shake up the Green Bay Packers roster and, more importantly, their defensive backfield. As we all know, the Packers have been doing some soul-searching this offseason, especially when it comes to their depth at cornerback. And now, with recent developments in the NFL, it looks like there's a real possibility that one of their familiar faces might be returning to Lambeau Field. That's right, we're talking about Corey Ballentine, a name that many Packers fans remember from his stint with the team just last season. So, what's the latest? Well, just today, the Indianapolis Colts decided to release Corey Ballentine. This isn't just a random move. It's part of the typical roster churn that NFL teams go through as they trim down for the season. But what makes this news stand out is the fact that Ballentine was a reliable contributor during his time in Green Bay. And now, with the current state of the Packers' cornerback depth chart, it seems like a no-brainer for them to bring him back. Let's rewind a bit and look at what Ballentine brought to the Packers last season. He played a total of 37 games during his time in Green Bay, which is quite impressive when you think about the consistency. Out of those, he started in 7 games on the defensive side, which shows the level of trust the coaching staff had in him when called upon. More than just the number of games, it's important to consider his contributions on the field. He accumulated a total of 581 defensive snaps, which tells us he was more than just a backup. He was actively involved in the defensive schemes. And on special teams, he was a key player, participating in 415 snaps, which is no small feat. Now, here's an interesting tidbit that really highlights his versatility. In 2024, he played 195 snaps on special teams, more than some of the team's key specialists, even though he was not a dedicated returner. To put that into perspective, he played more defense snaps than kicker Brandon McManus. That kind of contribution on special teams is invaluable, especially for a team like the Packers, who often rely on those units to swing momentum and field position. Looking at the current roster situation, there are some clear questions about the depth at cornerback. Beyond Nate Hobbs, Kysaiah Nixon, and Carrington Valentine, there aren't many players who are locks to make the final 53-man roster. The Packers are in a bit of a tricky spot here, needing to keep at least 5 players at this position heading into Week 1. That means the remaining spots are highly contested, and the list of potential candidates is quite long. You've got Bo Melton, a receiver-turned-cornerback who's trying to make the switch work. Micah Robinson, a promising rookie drafted in the 7th round. Kalen King and Camel Haddon, both practice squad players. Tyron Herring, an undrafted rookie free agent. Isaiah Dunn, a reserve futures player. Gregory Jr., who was brought in mid-season last year, and Garnet Hollies Jr., who joined in July. With all of these options, it's easy to see why bringing back a proven NFL contributor like Corey Ballentine makes so much sense. He's familiar with the Packers' defensive system, and more importantly, he's shown that he can perform at a high level both on defense and special teams. When you look at the roster and the current competition, he might be the edge that the Packers need to solidify their secondary, especially since the players behind their top trio of Nixon, Hobbs, and Valentine haven't firmly secured their spots yet. And here's a key point that fans should keep in mind. Ballentine's experience and versatility make him an ideal candidate to compete for the 4th or 5th cornerback spot. The team needs reliable depth, especially with the physical style that the NFC North is known for. Teams like the Bears and Lions have aggressive passing attacks, and it's crucial for the Packers to have versatile players who can step in and perform under pressure. Corey Ballentine's familiarity with the system, combined with his ability to contribute on special teams, makes him a valuable asset in this regard. Furthermore, his experience in the league, along with the multiple roles he's played covering receivers, contributing on special teams, and providing depth in the secondary, gives him a unique edge over some of the younger or less experienced players vying for those last spots. The coaching staff has seen what he can do when called upon, and it's not just about talent. It's about reliability and knowing the scheme inside out. With a training camp and preseason still ahead of us, bringing him back could very well be the smart move for the Packers to ensure they have enough depth to handle injuries or unexpected setbacks. Of course, it's not just about filling a roster spot. It's about adding someone who can make a real difference when called upon, someone who understands the culture and expectations at Lambeau Field. Corey Ballantyne's time with the Packers wasn't just a fleeting stint. He proved that he can be a dependable player in the NFL. And with the current state of the roster, the team could significantly benefit from his return. Now, fans, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Packers should bring Corey Ballantyne back into the fold? Do you believe he's the missing piece in their secondary puzzle? Or do you think they should give the younger players a shot and see who steps up? Drop your comments below. I'm eager to see what you all think about this potential reunion. Will it happen? Only time will tell, but all signs point to the fact that bringing him back could be a smart move for the Packers. And remember, as the season approaches, the roster battles will only intensify. Every snap, every play, every decision counts. The Packers are in a critical phase of preparation, and having experienced, versatile players like Corey Ballantyne could very well be what tips the scales in their favor. The NFC North is tough, it's competitive, but the Packers have always been resilient. This season, they might just need to lean on familiar faces and proven contributors to get over the hump and make another deep playoff run. So, stay tuned, stay engaged, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more in-depth coverage, breaking news, and analysis on everything Green Bay Packers. We'll keep you updated on whether or not this reunion becomes a reality, and of course, cover all the key moments leading up to the start of the season. Green Bay is always in the news, and right now, the focus is on building the best possible roster to chase another Super Bowl title. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're in the midst of a crucial period, and every move counts. Thanks for being part of this journey, and as always, go Pack Go!